I'm Al Sutherland with the Mesonet Weather Report. Well, one of the questions we always have is, okay, the soils are dry. How much water does it really take to wet those soils? And we can turn to a soil moisture map. Remember, the last major rainfall we had was about 2 weeks ago, and look at two different sites in the state. One of those is a group of Mesonet stations in Payne County, the other near Oklahoma City. If we look up near Payne County, we can see that those soils, primarily 3 of them, the sites are near zero. And that area received around 2 to slightly around 2.5 inches. The Perkins site comes in at 0.7, but that's actually a carryover from earlier rains. Coming down to the Oklahoma City area, we can see those values, 0.7 to 0.9. That area received about 4 inches. So we can see that it took about 4 inches to really wet that soil up good past the Mesonet soil sensors at 2 feet, whereas the 2-inch, 2.5-inch rainfall in Payne County didn't wet down to that 24-inch depth. It wasn't that long ago we were dealing with extreme heat through the summer. How did we wind up with the season? Well, Granfield comes in with a new record of 100-degree days, and that is 101 days at 100 degrees or more. But right behind that, Altus, Hollis, Mangum, Eric, and Walters all broke the old record. After a blistering summer, it's kind of nice to turn our attention to a cooler fall and even into winter. Freezing temps came back to the state on the morning of Wednesday, October 19th. Boise City at 31, Foraker at 32. When we look across all of the 120 Mesonet towers, 78 had temps in the 30s, 42 had temps in the 40s, none in the 50s. Cindy, how do frosts form?
Frost and light freezes happen on nights when the sky is clear and the winds are light. Air is actually a good insulator, and on these types of nights, the ground and things like car windows cool much faster than the air, which is measured at 5 feet above the ground. If the air is somewhat moist, then the temperature of the object also drops below the dew point temperature, causing the water in the air, which is a gas, to turn directly into ice. This quick change from gas to ice is what causes frost to form on surfaces. Taking another look at how much temperature can vary on a clear, calm night, let's look at an example Mesonet site. On a given morning, the temperature at 5 feet above the ground could be 35 degrees Fahrenheit, which is above freezing. This is the temperature reported on our Mesonet maps. At the same time, the temperature of the ground could be as low as 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which is below freezing. Under these conditions, the ground could be covered with frost. Even more impressive is that under very calm conditions, the temperature 30 feet above the ground at the top of the Mesonet Tower could be as much as 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, that's all we have for this week's Mesonet Weather Report. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next week.